this afternoon, and they could certainly use that boost. Their last game did not go the predicted outcome they would have liked in that sense. It was a 3-1 loss coming at the hands of MSV Duisburg. And 3 goals coming on not too many shots as well, something that the side definitely wants to rectify on this afternoon. Whereas on the other side of things, the visitors today, Viktoria Köln, have got off to a solid start in this year's competition. Plenty of games still to go. This match day 5 for these two clubs. And through the 4 games, at the moment, Viktoria Köln sit in 5th place out of the 20-team 3rd division. 9 points to their names. Top 3 of the table, 1860 Munich, Ingolstadt and Saarbrücken have 10. A 10 apiece for Ingolstadt and Saarbrücken, that is, and 1860 Munich at the top so far, 5 for 5, 15 points, looking like the early favorites as of right now. But again, still plenty of matches to go. And another 3 points for Köln would go a long way to solidifying their place as a contender to make it out of the 3rd division. On the flip side for Freiburg, much like Dortmund 2 in the 3rd division of this competition, we'll put it that way, they cannot advance past this particular level of competition. The 3rd division is as high as the rules and regulations will allow them to advance. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to reach the top regardless. Man to look for tonight, or this afternoon rather, number 14 in the black for Köln. Robin Meissner has had himself a solid start to the season. 3 goals so far to his name. The 22-year-old looking to make a name for himself, starting here in the 3rd and hopefully moving his way up as time goes along. A 4-2-3-1 so far for Köln in the black, with Ben Vol in net, Niklas May, Christoph Greger, Lars Dietz and Patrick Koronkiewicz manning the back 4. Expect Koronkiewicz and May along the wings to be quite active in the attack. Moritz Fritz and Patrick Sontheimer manning that intermediary midfield area. Riese, Langford and Handel man the midfield spots, with Robin Meissner the lone striker option so far. For the home side, Hatubolu gets the nod in net once more. Hotti, Schmidt and Farna the back 3 in the 3-4-2-1 formation coming out so far. Gutau, Wagner, Rohl and Treyu manning the midfield, with Lars Kehl and Daniels Ontuzans supporting Vincent Vermey as the lone striker, and a turnover and a very dangerous opportunity turned away by Vol, and the clearance comes quickly to follow. Well, the home side strike first, and Treyu gets it back to his keeper. Almost turned over again the opposite way, and very, very poorly dealt with there. I believe that was Lars Dietz Happened so quickly. Couldn't quite register what happened for a moment. And Touzans gets a bit of a knock, earns a free kick for his side, and a momentary spell of calmness for the Köln side. Well dealt with, given the situation. Gregor, the defender, keeping his arms pinned back and allowing his keeper Vol to actually see the shot, not try and deflect it or block it in any way. Had the angles covered well. And as such, we still wait for our first goal, but an early shot, granted, didn't come in the traditional sense of a build-up or any kind of team effort. A combination of a bit of pressing. Almost a costly mistake, as May will play it back to Vol, who certainly got his first save out of the way quickly. Oh, poor turnover, and once again, this one could end up in the back, but it's shanked right on the doorstep. Vermeer was there, tried to smack that one with the left. Looked like it just jumped up on him a little bit, but Dietz with an error, and now the keeper with an error. Köln need to get their wits about them quickly here. In all fairness, they should be staring down a 1-0 scoreline at the moment. Could argue it could be 2-0 as well, but that's a different sort of prediction altogether. But Viktoria looking a bit sloppy to start things off here. See if they can regroup. Need to defend for now. Teo. Fana. Andy Hotti. Wagner. Fana, wonderful ball in. A chance for the first, and it's going to go well wide. Just couldn't wrap it around very cleanly. But a solid effort nonetheless. And there's the turnover and the error committed by Vol. Wonderfully laid off in terms of the idea from Vermeer, or to Vermeer rather. Playing a dangerous game here, are Köln. They want to begin the break in their own end, playing it on the ground. And so far it's proved very ineffective. Now perhaps a break the other way. Reset. Quickly up the wing, threaded through. Excellent effort to get that one into the box. But Atubolo has no problems dealing with that one this time. Two of the three that were scored against Freiburg last week were from set pieces. Two from the corner, to be specific. Well, certainly an emphasis on the training grounds for the last week. And it seems, along with playing aggressively and pressuring to cause mistakes, they've done that well so far through 7 minutes. Sontheimer pings around a little bit. Touzans tried to get a bit clever with it, perhaps too clever. Handel intercepted and rocketed back at a foot race for possession here. Meissner gets that one, but it goes straight at the Freiburg goalkeeper. Quick tempo to start this one. Schmidt. Now the visitors come with a little pressure of their own. Gonna turn this over. Doesn't go their way though. Julian Guttau now along the wing. Wonderful ball in the box, but just a step behind. Making a run from the wing-back position there, Philipp Fahner. See him move up as well. At the moment, manning more of a attacking midfield role. As Köln still haven't seemed to shaken off those early jitters here. A couple of mistakes being made in their own half. So far not too costly, but they're allowing plenty of open space along the wings here for Fahner and Hotti to utilize along the right wing at the moment. May to toss it back. Falls to unfriendly faces. Kehl. To Wagner. Hotti through the middle. And Freiburg looking to play things quickly. Quick touches. It seems like it's only a matter of time at the moment. Köln need to find an answer to that. Wagner thought he had support in that direction. It allows the visitors to move up the pitch. Although not for too long. Schmidt will hold it up for just a moment. Freiburg's approach to the three at the back will have either of the, well, on paper, Fahner or Hotti move up and join the attack as needed, or at least support in midfield. In which case you can be opened up to the counter if you come from a specific area, but at the moment, this one just goes a bit wide. But it's an excellent start for the home side. As this one was delivered in by, well, one of the backs I was talking about, Fahner, 17 for SC Freiburg, getting involved in the box. Practically playing as a third striking option at the moment. And certainly expect formations to change as this one goes along. Dropping back 4 at the moment. As this one is headed back to Atubolu, and he has the luxury of doing as he pleases for now. Plenty of space freed up for Wagner. Takes the challenge, wonderfully won. And now a quick transition. Meisner couldn't quite control the first touch, but his side still have possession as it's chipped in, clapped along, and turned aside by Atubolu. A save on each end, and Kevin Langford can't believe his, well, the luck of the keeper, the skill of the keeper, and the manner in which that was turned away. Oh, I thought for a moment it may have smacked off his mitt and in, but he generated enough resistance to cause it to spin back and away from goal. Solid opening 15 minutes. At the moment, looks like we won't have a shortage of scoring opportunities. Now all we need to do is find a goal, and this one will be whistled and flagged for offside. Well, Noah Atubolu's save, certainly the more impressive of the two we've seen so far from the 20-year-old. Well, if we look at a head-to-head between these two, at least in recent history, the last meeting, of course coming in the last season, was a 1-1 draw that came on the 4th of February. Prior to that, it was the 28th of August, in which Viktoria Köln prevailed 3-1. So Freiburg would definitely like to even the tables up there, get themselves a victory. And the next meeting between the two will take place in February as well, the 25th. I believe that's also a Saturday. Plenty of games between now and then. Coming up for both of these sides. Viktoria Köln take on the table leaders at the moment, 1860 Munich, in their next week's 6th match day. And then have themselves another tough challenge, arguably the toughest they'll face all year, in the DFB Pokal, taking on Bayern Munich. That comes 11 days from now on the 31st of August. Köln take on Borussia Dortmund 2 in a little over a week's time. Two second clubs going head-to-head. Great showcase for young talent up and coming in the Bundesliga. All you have to do is look at the average age of these teams. So for the visitors, Viktoria Köln, 26 years is give or take the average for the starting 11. And for the home side, 21. A 5-year average difference. That's experience, growth, all of those intricate bits of being a footballer. Hardy challenge in the midfield. Wonderful ball played through. Offside is the decision, though. And he can't believe it either. That was certainly a very close call to make. Hopefully we get a look at some point as to how close it actually was. That all comes from winning the ball in the midfield. And I mentioned the age difference. The oldest player on the pitch for SC Freiburg is, well, the Dutch, Vincent Vermey, 28 years of age, so he's still got plenty of years ahead of him as well. He kicks that average up by probably half a year. With all the youngsters out there, most of them hovering around that 20, 19 years of age. A couple of 22s, but clever play, ends up with nothing in the end, but wonderful pressure there from Simon Handel, who almost broke free just a few moments ago. He did finish it off well, but unfortunately for him, the flag was down. Or raised, rather. So on timer to Handel. May and back to Gregor. As finally Köln seem to have settled in a bit. A shot on target from Langford seems to have flipped the switch or awakened the squad a little bit. Well done from the keeper. Had to commit. Could have gone down there and tried to scoop it up himself. It would have been a little bit dangerous, but regardless. Cross comes through. Little too far for Simon to handle, and there's no pun intended, of course. Kenneth Schmidt. To Bolu. To draw in that first Köln jersey. He does just that. Gregor, his clearance does the job. But still puts his side in their own defensive third for the moment. Doesn't like the call. Arguing he's just trying to play. But evidently a couple legs got caught up. And of course, the referee has the final say. Quick transition here. Opting to go up the wing. Philip throwing out. Gotau goes back to Schmidt. Back and forth they go. Oh, dangerous pass there for Wagner to handle. He does deal with it. Bolu practically at the halfway mark of the pitch. Oh, very nearly. How close was that for Vincent Vermey? Just coming in and blocking that one. If he was there just a fraction of a second earlier, may have had a better angle to tap that one. But as it stands, still 0-0, with plenty of opportunities coming off of errors or miscommunications for Freiburg to capitalize on so far. Perhaps another one to unveil itself here. Dangerous passing in their own end. And that challenge is going to earn the first card of the game. Certainly caught him with the boot there. Merlin Roll getting the booking. Forcing Köln to play it a bit deeper, and that's exactly what Freiburg want them to do. They feel they can control the midfield and the long ball. Whereas Köln would, of course, prefer to play it off the ground when it comes from the keeper. Freiburg, long shot, defended and parried away. Still danger on the horizon. Gonna give it another crack from distance, and this one is blocked. And Lars Dietz. The danger's not over just yet. Solid cross in, makes connection, and nobody can find a way to slot it home yet. A couple of chances for Vermey. I believe he was the one that took the initial shot as well, but I'm not 100% sure. And Montezan's also in the box there, managed to get his leg on it, but he couldn't direct it goalward. Just kind of plopped down and finally rolled out of play. But our first set piece, our first corner, and a couple of options here as Kale lines up for now to take it. He's got Wagner with him as well. And it is Kale's delivery. Passes just about everyone. Shot can't come off quick enough. Turn in, fire, and that one's parried away once again. Ben Vol with a solid start to this game as we near the half-an-hour mark. Oh, cleverly done. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Wonderful ball forward as well. And Atabolo is there, a bit hesitant in what he wanted to do. Thought the striker might have got there before him. And that was Simon Handel once again, steaming away. Almost freed himself up. What an exciting first half so far here in Freiburg. Tunzans headed down and cleared away from danger for the moment. Langford stops things up for a moment. Buys his time. And a little breather for his side as well. Dietz. Well, Vols had to make a few stops so far. And I'm pretty sure he'll have to make a few more before this one's all said and done. 21 years of age. Making his first proper debuts. He played for Hansa Rostock in the second Bundesliga last year. Well, spent most of the season on the bench. Given his age, not too shocking. Now he's got a chance to prove himself. Right call from the referee there. Certainly not a bookable offense or a penalty-worthy offense. Handel tried to thread it through, almost had the angle to make it work, and he gets it back. Simon Handel goes from distance, and that one's smacked away. Out for a corner. Köln get one there of their own now. A rising shot, looked like it may have snuck under the bar, but Matebolo isn't going to take any chances there. And this was the problem area for Freiburg last week's match day against Duisburg. Again, giving up 2 goals coming directly from the corner. Headed in, of course. You don't see very many direct corners going in. And that form does not stay true as of this first one. Chipped right back in, plopped up, and brought down in the end by Kevin Langford himself. Wagner. It's the first touch. Oh, the right idea. Execution. A bit sloppy, but Langford has Handel making a run. Off the ball foul, and he's not going to get whistled for it. We'll go out for another corner. Handel making a case there that Hotti may have gotten a bit too aggressive with him. Shoved him down. An entertaining half so far. Can we cap it off with a goal? Straight in towards Matebolo. No issues for him there. Looks like he wants to toss this one out, but will take his time doing so. Philippe Cheu up the wing. Plenty of time and space. Deep ball in. Dropped off and blocked away in the end. Corner upcoming, 2 apiece now. Once again, 2 men by the flag. Crowding the keeper at the moment. See if this throws off Vol in the end. Near post corner doesn't get there. And it's headed out for a throw. Quickly tossed down. Looks like he may have been offside there, but play resumes. Getting a little chippy now. There's the subs coming in to make a bit of an impact as well. Not on the pitch technically, but we'll see what comes from all of this. Going to be a yellow card shown. Probably to both of them. Indeed. Tensions rising with 10 minutes to go before the half, and it's a strong challenge. He did get the ball first. Well, it was a little unnecessary to shove him after the fact. So Sontheimer getting a yellow. And it looked like Philipp Fahner as well. No lack of physicality so far in this game. Handel. Gregor. Back to Vol again. Really trying to draw Freiburg in so they can play the long ball, just like that. Doesn't work out in their favor. And so far, it hasn't seemed like the approach that will generate them much threat. Or perhaps they just haven't found that specific moment they're looking for at the moment. Dietz. Konokiewicz plays it up the wing, and this one will float in towards Artebolo, who has no problems. Wagner. See if Freiburg decide to go back to a bit of a quicker pace here to end the half. The score remains the way it is. Got to think that they would try what was working in the early stages when they got the better of their opportunities. Robert Wagner. Roll. Solid delivery. Forces a clearance. Forces a corner. As Niklas May did what he needed to do there. No chances taken. Now Tuzans may have made a better run towards the middle, but tough to judge where that ball will be coming to. Once again, 2 men by the flag. And this time, an edge of the box. The crowd is there with what looks like a roll there. That's the lone man in the 6-yard box. They'll go back post. Nobody covering. Wonderful save once again from Ben Vol. A chance for the counter to open up. And just in time, Philippe Trejo to clear the danger and push it up the wing. Well, Vol has been indispensable in this first half. I believe that saves number 4 or 5 at this point, certainly 4, as that one had no business going anywhere near the cage. And another look at it. Nobody marking Vincent Vermey on the back post. Got lost in the crowd that started out at the edge of the box. Cleverly taking corner. Always cool to see some of the interesting set-piece tactics that managers and their staff come up with over the weeks. What little body block or run will free somebody up. What a poor ball. Langford in stride. Needs to pick out the right pass. Well, doesn't quite connect well with Riese, but play moves on as the captain will make his way towards the box, and he's taken down with a solid challenge. Riese still letting his frustrations be heard. Getting a warning not to do it again. First and final warning. Advantage played. And in stride come SC Freiburg. Delivery is there. Plenty of black jerseys to clear the danger for now. Dancing away. Long shot. This one is in to the back this time. A tremendous strike from difference from Robert Wagner. And it's 1-0 for SC Freiburg. Well, I said it was only a matter of time, but that felt like half an hour ago. It's finally come true. The home side get the opener. Well, they feel they could have and probably should have done it in the opening 10 minutes or so, but it's a wonderful control from Merlin Roll there. And then, well, why the heck not from that distance? Volsluck can't run forever, and that one is hit with power and not much spin on it. A heavy shot. And a fitting opening goal. And not a bad way to get your season started with a goal either. Or with a goal of that quality, I should say. That one really zipping along the turf. Tough one for Vol to get through. But if it had a little bit less power on it. And that came in with quite a thump. And how do Köln respond? They've had their moments. Handel has been excellent so far. Now up the wing we go. On Tuzats, back through the middle. On target, but just a little bit wide left. Oh, it looked good at first. And 2-0 looked so tantalizingly close. As Vermeer starts it all off with the excellent first touch, knocking it down to himself. And Tuzans cuts it back well, and credit to the defense there. Not sure if the sliding Fritz got a little bit of that. Didn't look like it, but he certainly impeded the shooting lane just enough to have that one sail a bit wide left. It's the final moments of the opening half. Maybe chance for one, perhaps two more attacks up for Köln. At least generate a bit of momentum for themselves heading into the break. Because as of right now, Freiburg have been the more dangerous side in this match. To be added on. Karankiewicz back to Vol. Opting for a bit of distance this time. Time running out here in the half. Not going to sit back and milk it out. But that does give Freiburg one more opportunity to move forward. And they are certainly feeling themselves at the moment, transitioning quickly and effectively. Low ball through, everybody steps over it. And no free kick awarded as this one is cleared down. Schmidt to make the run. It's back for Tubolu, and that should bring the half to a close. 45 plus 1 in the books. 1 goal in the pocket for that man as well. Robert Wagner got us off to the start, at least the scoring start. 43rd minute, the official time. And what a strike from outside the box as well for the youngster. 19 years old, gets his first goal of the season. And not a bad way to break the deadlock. Freiburg looked like they were really going to run away with it in the opening couple minutes. Chance after chance. They were denied by Ben Vol, but he could not hold out for the entire half. And he's still got 45 minutes left to go. And we'll see if Köln can wrap things up in the dressing room, get their heads back in the game, quit it with the unnecessary mistakes in their own half. That cost them momentum, perhaps a bit of confidence, but we'll have to wait for the second half to find out for sure. Stick around and we'll be back in about 15. Welcome back, everyone. Second half should be kicking off in just a moment. One goal to speak of so far, and it was scored by that man on the screen, Robert Wagner, the 43rd minute, with his left-footed strike from outside the box. Matt Vol did manage to get a mitt on, but not enough, as it trickled past him and into the net for our lone goal. Not for a lack of trying, both sides have put something on target. But so far, only the one has gone in. We'll see what kind of changes will be made, at least in terms of personnel, but more interestingly, tactically. Köln found limited success when they were able to move up the pitch quickly and counter. Now, in order to do that, of course, you've got to take the pressure defensively and then turn it into that attack. But Freiburg haven't given them much of an option to do so, especially in the latter stages of the half, when they really controlled the tempo of the match. Three yellows shown so far. Roll got the first one. Sontheimer and Gutau got them at the same time for their little altercation. Kenneth Schmidt doing his best to direct traffic, the 20-year-old. Was part of this Freiburg squad last year as well. Started the season on the bench, actually. Now he's made his way into the starting 11. A wonderful build-up here. Can they finish it off? Not this time around. It's straight at Vol, and Vincent Vermey has got to be furious with himself. What a ball that is. Right to Philipp Troy. He lays it off. Gutau, wonderful ball on the turf. My mistake, not Vermey. That was Philipp Fahner, 17 for Freiburg, who had the opportunity, got plenty on it. Unfortunately, he directed it well right at Vol, who got himself another save in his statistical column. Unfortunately, it's not as flawless as he would like. More from the home side. Not going to relent here. Delivered back across. And Vol diving. Couldn't find anything, though. This one out for a throw. Guess who in the vicinity again? Fahner. Trying to rectify his past mistake by not finishing off that opportunity. Doesn't get a chance this time. But his side are looking dangerous here to start the second half. Really utilizing the space along the wings well. Other delivery. This one not quite as efficient. And a foot race. Means that Freiburg retained possession. Robert Wagner. Roll. Back to Fana. Hotti. To Schmidt. Once again, the wings are free. This time the ball just a little bit too far ahead. And the attack will stop in its tracks. And hopefully, Farner is all right. Seems he may have overextended himself a bit there. Oh, it really landed on those ribs with full force. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him for a moment. The pass is coming in right on target at the moment, as this one is tapped just a bit wide. Looked like it may have slammed the hand of someone as well on the way through, or at least a limb from one of the Köln players. Another look at it though. Farner with the delivery this time. And yeah, indeed, off the boot of Lars Dietz there. The corner is not given. A rough challenge there from Wagner. He'll see yellow for that, without a doubt. But he was beat. A long free kick, but looks like this one may be launched into the box regardless. Headed on. Second opportunity. Nobody gets a crack at it, and it goes up and over. Goal kick, the end result. But coming pretty darn close to making something happen are Köln. Who just sailed over the head of Handel. Was in the best position to make first contact. Handel reaches it first. Or not Handel, rather Meisner. He's had himself a quiet outing so far. His side hoping that changes quickly, as Dietz will play it on to Gregor. Gregor doesn't feel the pressure. Lisa, back to Vol. Freiburg not playing quite as aggressively on the press to open up this second half. That's a good look at the manager himself. Man in charge. Olaf Janssen. And Thomas Stamm, his counterpart for Freiburg. The Swiss coach has been with the team since 2001. And the same goes for Olaf Janssen. Now he was with the team, well, he has been with the team, that is, since 2018, but he hasn't been the full-time man in charge since all that time. There was a bit of a gap of 3 years. Thank God his coaching career started with 1860 Munich, actually, way back in 2003. Whereas Thomas Stamm, on the other hand, this is his big breakthrough. Now he did manage the SC Freiburg junior team for the past 6 years, up until he got the head coaching position here with the second squad last year, over the summer of 2001. And so far to start the season, things have been going all right so far, but with the results the way they are, if they all stay the same, Freiburg, of course, would gain 3 points, Köln would get nothing, and Freiburg would actually leapfrog over Köln in the standings to put them in 6th, and Viktoria Köln in 7th. That is, of course, if this result stays the way it does. Now, if we take a look back at last season, both sides looking for a bit of a better finish. Freiburg ended up 11th overall, while Viktoria Köln finished in 13th. The biggest problem last year for Köln was goal scoring. They were in the bottom bit of the standings in that category, managing just 39 goals through the 36 games played. So just a tad over 1 per game on average, while conceding 52, which put them in around the middle of the pack. But combined with a lack of goal scoring, made things a little bit difficult to scrap up points. Freiburg, on the other hand, finishing just 2 spots ahead, a 2-point difference between the two clubs, 47 and 45. Both had 12 victories. It was the draws that got those few extra points scrapped up. And goal scoring was also not the greatest strength for Freiburg last year. As a matter of fact, they were the 3rd lowest scoring team in the 3rd division of the Bundesliga, or 4th rather, managing just 34 goals over 36 games. The only other team with less was Havelse, who ended up being at the bottom of the table with 28 goals. So a statistic that they're definitely looking to improve on this year. Off to a decent start in this year's campaign already. Another yellow being shown after our substitutions. There is the challenge. Very clearly an infraction of the rules. But again, had to be done, was caught out of position completely. And the two changes that were made, forgot to address those. Kevin Langford and Moritz Fritz coming off. David Philipp and Hamza Sagri making their way on in relief. Sagri 25 and Philipp 22. Regular substitutes off the bench for Olaf Janssen. No changes as of yet have been made by the home side. Free kick awarded. Meisner getting a bit aggressive with the challenge. Quite literally getting his whole body involved. Wonderfully played from Vermey to leave that one for someone else to take a crack at it. And it was Kale who gave it his best. Unfortunately for him, a bit of a riser. Defender was draped all over him as well. Didn't make it easy. .30 minutes remain in this one. Plenty of yellows dished out in this game. 5 to speak of so far. As we wait for for someone to gain control, in the end, Freiburg do. Sloppy around midfield from Köln. Aren't able to intercept anything, and as a result, play comes in their direction, but fortune favors them for a moment. Schmidt. Quick thinking to get away from the defenders. Ends up freeing up room. Excellent defensive showing there to win possession back. Vermey drawing the foul. And the first substitution being made for the home side. Lars Kehl coming off. In his place, Julian Stark. Surprise, surprise, another youngster for the Freiburg side. 21 years of age for Julian Stark, making his 5th appearance this season. Oh, this one just floated a bit over. Quite a thump coming through. So it's played quickly and closely. We'll see how Köln deal with the pressure this time. They've made some errors from this position before. Unfortunately for them, managed to get out of their own end. Well, that pass required a bit more finesse behind it, but we get a stoppage and a yellow card shown to the fresh substitute, Julian Stark, who hasn't been on the pitch for more than 30 seconds at this point. And there he gets a bit overzealous. He fouls the other recent substitute, or, well, somewhat recent, Hamza Shagari. The two having a friendly chuckle about that. Philip couldn't control it. Side to get it back now, though. David Philip marching forward. Can't find the pass to just reach it to support on the wing. Dangerous ball there. Back to Vol. He deals with it. Sontheimer. Quick passing. Finding their way into the box, but tough to get past Schmidt in that scenario. Defender does well. Balances out the books. Near wing now. Kronkiewicz's delivery. Doesn't find anything threatening. But a couple of deflections. Shagri. Krager. Up the wing now. Looking to take a long shot. It's deflected. That's out for... should be a corner. Unless it was not a friendly deflection, that is, from a Köln point of view. Second sub being made. Or third, rather. Freiburg have made the one change, so far two, and now the third coming on as the captain, Marcel Ries, will take a seat for the rest of the game. And Larissa has played halfway decent, we'll call it that way. The 32-year-old had a couple solid deliveries into the box, but nothing to show for it for his side. And Schmidt having to be attended to for a moment. Hopefully he's all right. Hotti. Two. Wonderful pass, but just too far ahead. Simon Stille coming in for Risse. Now a double sub being made for SC Freiburg. On Toussaint and Schmidt coming off, Makengo and Braun Schumacher. The replacements for those two. Jordi Makengo, hailing from France, 21 years of age. He's played in every game so far. 4 starts this time coming off the bench. And of course, Sandrino Braun Schumacher. One of the older players on the Freiburg roster, 34 years of age. Brings plenty of veteran leadership and all that comes with it. We'll see if that signalizes a tactical shift as well. There's more emphasis on ball control at this point. Or if they're still going to full steam ahead and try and create those chances. Lofted back, wonderful shot, but just a hair up and over the bar. A wonderful opportunity for a shot, I should say. It's a good delivery. No choice but to head it back there. Here comes very close from Philip. Second half sub getting his opportunity to make a mark on this game. He may not get another chance. Clever step over. Vermey read it, but so did the defender Dietz. As he plays it back to Vol. And the keeper boots this one up. A poor first touch. Completely gives the ball away. Oh, Vermey found a lane. Vermey all the way. Parried away by Vol in the nick of time. But a follow-up delivery can still make its way through. Looking for a half chance here. Shot is deflected. And it's going to be cleared out. All in due time. Klasme, or Koronkiewicz rather. I'm not sure if that substitution for Schmidt was for health and injury reasons or whether it's tactical. Either way, Braun Schumacher making his presence felt on that last clearance at least. Had the poise to walk it out a bit before clearing it. And actually ended up helping his team make a push in the offensive third here, but Stele is going to get a yellow for his infraction. And with it, a little more time off the clock, just 15 minutes to go. As we take a look at the Gotau ball for Vincent Vermey. Excellently done by Vol. Committed to coming out off the line, and it worked well. Denied the chance completely. Took a knock there. Did Philippe Trejo. And he's good to go. And so things will resume. Out for a goal kick this time. Look for Köln to up the tempo now. Final third of the second half. Still plenty of time to go, and for a scoreline to flip on itself. Credit to the home side so far in this match. Bouncing back after a tough loss the week before. As I mentioned in the first half, it very easily could have been 1-0 or 2-0 in the opening 10-15 minutes. Now, Köln did well and have done well to limit that to just the one. Whereas Freiburg will feel as if they were cheated a bit and could have scored more, should have scored more. But for now, it's the visitors looking to get themselves on the board in the only way that matters. Again, with every fresh season, every team believes, or, well, not every team, of course, but well, let's say if you're a decent enough team, you'll believe that this could be your year. If things start well, get that momentum behind you. Don't drop early points when you feel that you should have them in the bag. You never know what happens after match day 34, 35 or so, when things really get down to the final nitty-gritty numbers. Sometimes all it takes is a few more goals scored than another club. And it looked as if Freiburg were off to or Köln rather, were off to a bit of a dream start, losing their first match to Waldhof Mannheim, but bouncing back with 3 consecutive victories. Now on the brink of adding another loss to their total as this long bomb goes up and over, and the keeper doesn't have to do much. Vermey sold it well. That's the experience on display. Forced Yates to hook him, and then went down when he felt the pull. That's what that extra age brings. It's the little things that you do to earn an advantage. As this one is sent in. Headed just a bit over the bar. And we remain at 1-0. Köln play it quickly. Coming up on the final 10 minutes of this match. At this point, they need to risk it, or there won't even be a biscuit. And for May being a little aggressive there. As he should be in this position. Still onside. Wonderful ball through. Long shot. And this one is parried away. Biggest save of the half without a doubt. Or the young Noah Atubolu. And Tele really put the wheels on there to get there first. A driven low shot, not always the easiest to get to. Gravity dictates we do drop, but we don't drop that fast. Not as fast as some of these guys can shoot, that is. Makengo. Linhard making his way on. An exchange for Gotau, and Burkhardt coming on for Merlin Roll. And if my counting is correct, as I believe it is, that should be all 5 substitutions at this point for SC Freiburg. Köln still have a couple changes they can make if they choose to do so. Plenty of activity around midfield. Will we get a break the other way? So far it looks just like it. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 in the box. The delivery is there, but nobody can pounce on it. The shot can't get through. And a wasted opportunity, but a hopper is denied. What a sequence for Freiburg, but they can't finish it off and put this game to rest. Just on the pitch, Leinhardt, the ball is wonderful. The step over, not sure if it was intentional or if the pass just came a bit too close to his feet, but what a moment to put this all away. And it gives Köln a bit of life here if they can survive this corner. So far, so good. Makengo heads it down. Handel. Depossessed. Makengo gets around 2. Full steam ahead. Stops play up for a moment. Well thought out there, as his side will earn a throw as well. Wonderfully done from the substitute, as Jordi Makengo makes a run all the way from his own box, practically. Köln forced to clear. They have no other option at this point. Let's launch the ball down the pitch time. As with the added time, looking at about 7 minutes or so more Well, perhaps 8. Haven't been too many stoppages in this game. It's been pretty free-flowing. And we get to see a bit more of the flow here. Can they finish it off this time? Turning shot right at Vol, no problem. Suppose it was worth the effort. Niklas May makes his way off for Köln, and Hong Seok-yu rather, comes on to the pitch in his stead. One of the younger players on the pitch, 19-year-old from Korea. Has been with the club since about April. Or rather since January, excuse me. A few years ago. Spent most of his time on the bench until that time. But did score a couple goals in a friendly against Borussia Gladbach. Couple of bodies on the pitch on either side as the defender once again makes a run. Kengo making a case to be an outfield player at this point. He's going to try and come back and pressure, but it's back to the center back position for him. Opti getting a bit aggressive, but he just wants to run out the clock a little bit there. Another 2 or 3 seconds wasted. Hong. The wing is still a 1-goal game. Things can still change the mood and shift of momentum inside the stadium with one true strike. Home side and their supporters eagerly anticipating that final whistle in just a few minutes' time. Can't afford to get complacent. They've had a couple of opportunities to put this one away, and maybe another chance here. Nobody on the wing as of right now, but a steaming run to get there. Treyu in the vicinity, slides and gets a piece of it. Hong with the sliding tackle as well. All connection with the ball. It remains in SC Freiburg possession, but just for a moment. 2 minutes till the 90 are up. Can't afford to go for the patient route anymore, as Dietz will look to play this quickly. Hong. Oh, a reckless challenge there. That'll earn a yellow for sure. And Leinhardt, who had an opportunity just a few minutes ago to help seal the deal with his ball into the box, is dished out a yellow card. Another one in this affair. Well, we've had 6 yellows shown, or 5 rather, in this half alone. Eight yellow cards displayed throughout the 89 minutes we've played so far. Oh, just a bit behind. That one would have freed up Julian Stark to perhaps make a run. Out for a thrown out. Freiburg going to take his time getting to the spot as well. Another 10 seconds shaved off the clock. Tried to get a bit fancy with it. Didn't end up backfiring. I didn't have the desired outcome, that's for sure. Looks like 3 minutes to be added on. So still plenty of time for Köln to find themselves a bit of magic here. The time for patience and conservative approaches is definitely out the window. It's going to be all men forward. Of course, goal difference could play a factor down the line at the end of the season, but in this moment, it's all about getting 1 point. That's all that matters. If you concede another one, fine, so be it. We tried. As this one is going to be out for a goal kick. Well, no shortage of opportunities for either side. Granted, Freiburg did have the upper hand, or have had the upper hand in that department. Vol has been the more tested of the two keepers. He's had to make about 6 or 7 saves so far. Atubolu has answered the call when asked. Came up with one key save here in the second half. As this one is cleared down, where Vol will deal with it. At 1.5 minutes to go in the added time. There's the long ball. Too long, though. So a final push. That's what it comes down to. After Atubolu will release this one from his box. He gets a yellow for his troubles as well. They have brought a second ball into play there to delay the time a bit. Kinga headed away, but it finds itself in a somewhat dangerous opportunity here. As Viktoria Köln are looking for a little bit of redemption in this challenge from Vincent Vermey. Doesn't earn any extracurricular activity from it in terms of cards or whatnot, but certainly looked a bit worse than it sounded. And the supporters definitely feeling the same way. And this should be it. Final sequence of events. Bring everybody forward. Might as well throw the keeper in there as well. Although I do not see Vol making his way up as of yet. But an all-man run into the box. This one directed goalwards and straight at Vol, who fists it away. Last chance here. Long ball comes right back in, headed away rather easily, but not away from danger. Chipped in once more, headed on target, and that one's an easy save for Atubolu, who earns the clean sheet, and his side earned the 3 points. Well, we had a little bit of everything in this one, except for a red card, except for a penalty, but still. Plenty of chances on either side, some solid goalkeeping put on display. Vol made some critical saves in the first half, but in the end it was that man, Wagner, who broke through in the 43rd minute with the lone goal this afternoon to give his side the lead and ultimately the full 3 points as they leapfrog over Viktoria Köln, who currently and still sit on 9 points through their 5 games played. 3 wins, 2 losses now for them, whereas Freiburg move up 10 points on the season so far. A 3rd victory in their pockets to go along with 1 draw and the 1 loss they'll feel happy about their redemption after last week's fiasco in which they dropped 3 goals to 1. Now they keep the net clean. They get themselves the goal, they get themselves the points, and the week can continue. Thanks for tuning in to this afternoon's broadcast. Hope you enjoyed this game just as much as I did, and catch you another week for more Bundesliga action.